So one thing I really want to pound in as we finish this section about technical analysis is how we use TA as investors. So we don't use it as a strategy, right? Don't ever go look at a chart and be like, oh, because this chart looks good, I want to invest. It doesn't work like that. You know, some of the most popular investors like Warren Buffett doesn't even look at a chart, ever. He looks at the fundamentals of the company, knows it inside out, and then invests because he knows it's a good company. And that's what you do as an investor. Now, charts we're going to use to help us with our entry and exit points, not for giving us a reason to buy or exit, right? So TA for us as investors is going to be entry point, exit point. It's never going to be a reason to enter and a reason to exit, okay? So when you're investing in a coin, there has to be a reason. Solid project, the team, they're working on something nice, the roadmap, they have timelines, there's news coming out. There's reason for you to be in that position. Now, once you have a reason for that, then you find your entry point. And TA can help you get that entry point. And same thing for exiting. You don't just exit for no reason. You have to have a reason for exiting. Now, once you have a reason, then you find or use TA for your exit point. Okay? You know, if you just look at TA for investing and you look at other markets, you would see why it doesn't work. You know, when we had the 2000 tech bubble, where all tech companies were skyrocketing, they all looked amazing, and then the bubble burst. What happened? Well, a lot of these stocks dropped, and some of them went bust because they were shitty companies. At that time, some companies who had nothing, they just had an idea, they got a lot of investment because there was this bubble, everybody was investing in tech stocks. They went to zero, right? Some of them you might have looked at the chart and be like, oh, it looks good. Let me invest in it because the chart was good, but they had no fundamentals and they went bust. Now, the companies that didn't go bust were the ones that had good fundamentals. They had legitimate projects and teams and something good that they were working on. And these companies thrived, right? Even though there was this bubble. So even after the bubble burst, when you look at the tech bubble in the stock market, you know, people tell you bubbles don't lie because when that bubble burst, if you look now at the technology sector, it skyrocketed after that. So it did great. But when there was this bubble, these bad stocks went to zero and there was a cleansing. The shitty bad stocks went bust and the good ones remained and continued. Now, the good ones were the ones who had fundamentals, had nothing to do with technicals. It's the same thing in cryptocurrencies, right? Some of these altcoins and other coins, like we've said, 70% of them are shitty. Doesn't matter if they're in an uptrend or in a downtrend, they'll go to zero, right? So you want to be based on fundamentals for your investment. Now, the other ones, they are good. So we're only looking at fundamentals to find the good ones, and then we'll use these technicals to be like, okay, I'll put an order to buy here or I'll put an order to buy there.